Your cat is sleeping on your head right now, and you have no idea what it actually means. And no, it's not just because they like you. There's a much weirder reason behind it. And once you find out, you're never going to look at your cat the same way again. Cats do a lot of strange things. They knock stuff off tables, they stare at walls for no reason, they sprint around the house at 3 a.m. like something is chasing them. But one thing a lot of people never really think about is where their cat chooses to sleep. Specifically, why do so many cats choose to sleep right next to your head, or on your pillow, or literally on top of your face? It seems random, it seems cute, but it's actually not random at all. There's real, specific reasons your cat picks that spot, and some of them are going to surprise you. Here's the thing most cat owners do wrong. They see their cat curled up next to their head and they just think, "Aw, my cat loves me," and move on with their life. And sure, that's part of it, but that's like seeing a text from someone and only reading half of it. Your cat is trying to tell you something. Multiple things, actually. And if you don't know what those things are, you're missing out on a huge part of understanding your cat, which, let's be honest, is kind of the whole point of having one. So let's actually break this down. Why does your cat sleep next to your head? What does it mean? And is it always a good sign?
Let's start with the most obvious one that people always say, and then we'll get into the stuff nobody actually talks about. Reason number one, your head is warm. I know, not the romantic answer you were hoping for, but cats are obsessed with warmth. Their body temperature runs higher than ours, and they're always looking for warm spots. And here's the thing. Your head gives off more heat than almost any other part of your body. Something like 30 to 40% of your body heat escapes through your head. So when your cat curls up right next to your face at 2 a.m., part of what's happening is that your cat found the best heated spot in the whole bed. You are basically a giant breathing radiator, and your head is the warmest part. Congratulations! But here's where it gets more interesting. Reason number two, they trust you, but also they don't fully trust you. Okay, so this one sounds contradictory, but stay with me. Cats in the wild are both predators and prey. Even though your house cat has never seen a real threat in its life, those instincts are still in there. When a cat sleeps, it's vulnerable. It can't defend itself as well. So cats are very picky about where they sleep. Choosing to sleep near you is a sign of trust. Your cat feels safe with you. But here's the twist. A lot of cats specifically choose your head, not the middle of your body, because your head doesn't move as much when you sleep. Your arms and legs shift around.
Your torso turns, but your head tends to stay in one place. So your cat is essentially saying, "I trust you, but I also don't want to get accidentally kicked in the ribs at 3 a.m." Which, honestly, fair enough. Reason number three, your cat is claiming you. Cats are territorial. You probably already know that. They rub their face on things to leave their scent, on furniture, on door frames, on your legs when you walk in the door. That's called bunting, and it's how cats mark something as theirs. When your cat sleeps right next to your head, they're doing something similar. You breathe and move in ways that spread your scent, and your cat being right next to that, sleeping in it, surrounded by it, is a way of mixing their scent with yours. They're not just sleeping near you, they're saying, "This human is mine." Which sounds a little possessive, but in cat language, that's actually a huge compliment. Reason number four, your hair and your smell. This one is kind of weird, but also kind of sweet. Cats are very nose-driven. They experience the world a lot through smell. And your head, specifically your hair, carries a very specific, very familiar scent that your cat has learned to associate with safety and home. Some cats don't just sleep next to your head, they actually groom your hair. They'll lick it, bite it a little, knead near it. That's called allo-grooming, and cats do that with cats they're bonded to. When your cat does that to your hair, they're treating you like another cat, like family. So if your cat has ever licked your head and you thought it was weird, that's actually one of the nicest things a cat can do for you. You're welcome.
Reason number five, your breathing. Here's one people almost never think about. When you're asleep, you breathe in a slow, steady rhythm. That rhythm is actually calming to cats. It's consistent, it's predictable, and in a world where cats are always half watching for danger, something predictable and steady can actually be very relaxing. Your cat isn't just sleeping near the warm part of you. They're also kind of lulled by the sound and rhythm of you breathing. You're like a white noise machine, but alive, and occasionally you snore. Reason number 6, anxiety and attachment. This one is a bit more serious. Some cats who sleep very close to their owner's head, especially if they seem to follow you everywhere and get stressed when you're not around, that can actually be a sign of separation anxiety. Cats with separation anxiety tend to stick close to their person whenever they can. Sleeping right next to your head is a way of maximizing contact and closeness while they have the chance, while you're not moving, not leaving, not going to work. If your cat does this and also yowls when you leave, overgrooms themselves, or destroys things when you're gone, it's worth paying attention to. It doesn't mean something is terribly wrong, but it might mean your cat needs a bit more stimulation and reassurance during the day. Most of the time, though, sleeping near your head is totally normal and healthy behavior. It just means your cat is attached to you and feels good being close.
Reason number 7, you move less. We touched on this, but let's go deeper. Cats are light sleepers. They wake up constantly, and they hate being disturbed. So when a cat is picking a place to sleep, they're doing a little calculation. Is this human going to roll over and crush me? Are they going to get up and go to the bathroom and ruin my whole vibe? Your head is the safest bet. It moves the least. It's also the highest point when you're lying down, which is actually important. Cats prefer to be at the highest point they can find. Up high means safer in the wild. Sleeping near your head, which is at the top of your body, hits that instinct too. So your cat has done the math and decided your head area is the optimal sleep zone. They've basically out-strategized you while you were just trying to get 8 hours of sleep. Here's what all of this adds up to. When your cat chooses to sleep next to your head, consistently, night after night, that's not random. That's your cat saying that you are the safest, most comforting, most trusted thing in your environment. You are the warmest spot. You are the most familiar scent. You are the one that moves the least and breathes the most steadily. Your cat has looked at literally everything in its world and decided that you, specifically your head, is the best place to be. That's kind of wild when you think about it. Cats have a reputation for being cold and independent. And sure, some cats are less affectionate than others. But a cat that chooses to sleep inches from your face, night after night, is a cat that is fully bonded to you. And the really funny part? Most people's reaction to this is to push the cat away because they're too hot or they can't breathe properly. And the cat just waits 5 minutes and comes right back. Because your cat does not care about your personal space. Your cat has made a decision, and that decision is you.
So to recap, your cat sleeps next to your head because of warmth, trust, territorial marking, scent, the sound of your breathing, and the fact that you move less than the rest of your body. Most of the time, it means your cat is happy, bonded, and feels completely safe with you. And in rare cases, if it's combined with other clingy behaviors, it could point to some anxiety worth looking into. But honestly, most of the time your cat is just obsessed with you and has decided that the best place in the world is 2 inches from your face, which is both adorable and slightly suffocating, but mostly adorable. Next time your cat crawls up to your pillow at night, you'll know exactly what they're really doing. If you want to understand more weird things your cat does, subscribe. There's a lot more coming.